In this video, we're going to give you a quick tour of the contact sheet, which is the main window in Photomechanic where you will be looking at your images either from a hard drive or from your camera card. And we're going to do a quick overview of the features here, and we will have other videos that you can check out which will have more details on some of these features. When you launch Photomechanic on a Mac, it will open with a blank untitled contact sheet by default, but there are also other options you can choose from the general preferences. In the top left corner, you have these two buttons, which let you change between the panels that are standard in Photomechanic 6 and the organizer panels that come with Photomechanic Plus. And for this video, we're going to stick with the Photomechanic 6 panels, and you won't see these buttons at all if you have Photomechanic 6. Next is the Search My Mac field, which uses the Mac OS Spotlight search to look for images on your Mac. This works well with JPEGs, but RAW or sidecar files may not always be found using this. The three panels in the left-hand column are the Favorites panel at the top, the Navigator panel, and the Tasks panel. We'll start with the Navigator panel in the middle, and this is where you'll see the contents of your computer and any mounted hard drives or camera cards. And from here, you'll open a folder of images by either double-clicking on it or by dragging the folder from the panel and into the blank window. You can also right or control-click to bring up a context-sensitive menu with other options. And we'll talk about the other options in another video. The Favorites panel at the top of the left column is where you can create shortcuts to folders that you want quick access to, which is as simple as clicking and dragging a folder from the Navigator panel into the Favorites panel, or by right or control clicking on a folder in the Navigator panel and selecting Add to Favorites from the context-sensitive menu. And at the bottom of the left column is the Tasks panel, where you can see the progress of longer actions Photomechanic might be working on, such as ingesting from a memory card, copying files, or FTP uploads. What you see here are Photomechanic Plus tasks, but in either case, double-clicking on a task will bring up a progress window. So once you've opened a folder of images, you'll see a tab with the name of that folder at the top, and more controls will now appear in the top toolbar as well. Just below the folder tab are buttons that let you switch your cursor from standard mode to a loop cursor that lets you click and hold on part of an image to immediately zoom in to check critical focus while you're still in the contact sheet. You can also toggle between these cursor modes by pressing the Z key on your keyboard. Next to the cursor buttons is the thumbnail size slider. A contact sheet will always open your image thumbnails to the size you have set as your default in the contact sheet preferences here. But this slider will let you increase or decrease the size of images while you're working with them if needed. The Sort By filter is set to file name by default, but clicking into this menu will give you other options for how to sort the images in the contact sheet, including 10 numbered options that you can customize using Photomechanic's variables. You can also set one of those options to be a different default setting for the Sort By filter in the contact sheet preferences. Checking the box next to Reverse does just what it says and reverses the order of the images that you have open, and you can quickly jump back to the top of the contact sheet if needed by pressing the Home key on your keyboard or option clicking at the top of the scroll bar on the right. Next is the View By filter, which defaults to show you all the images in the folder you have open, but there are also other options to show you just the images you might have selected, all images you have tagged using the T key while you were culling, or to show you all the untagged images. Then over on the far right of the toolbar are the star rating and color class rating widgets that give you even more ways to display or hide photos. You can click on a rating to quickly hide images with that rating. You can option click to show only images with that rating. And both widgets also have context-sensitive menus with multiple options. So that's a quick tour of the contact sheet, and see our other videos that go into more detail on some of these features. You can also find more information on the Photomechanic contact sheet in our knowledge base on our website at camerabits.com, which you can find under the support link, or be sure to contact our support team by phone or email.